of all the worthy coaching that we've done, it's really been something to claim who I am. I have alarms that go off on my phone now that say, you are worthy of success. You are worthy of forgiveness, love, and all your heart's desires. I have one go off at 8. I have one go off at 9. They go off throughout my day. Wow. And I'm now coming to the next layer where I'm worthy of being happy. And at that point in my life, I was not happy. And even if I wouldn't do it for myself, I knew my kids deserved a happy, loving mom. And the investment I made in working with you was priceless. I started losing weight. I started healing from Crohn's disease. I got off all of my medications. I then had this big spiritual awakening when I decided to just let go of every preconceived notion and belief and idea that I'd been taught, and just allowed myself to see what is there. And I realized, I not only exist in this world as I was meant to exist in this world, but I've been worthy from the very beginning. I was born that way. And I needed to say yes to that.
Yeah.
I needed to buy in and say, I am worthy of who I am, what I want, how I want to live my life. And that's been the hardest thing for me to do, because it went so against everything that I felt like I was taught. If there's a thing that I could change, I changed it. And, down to political parties. I mean, I changed everything in my life because I didn't feel like I had a choice before. I didn't feel like having a want was okay. I was taught to do what other people wanted me to do, whatever made them comfortable, whatever made them happy. And to have a want felt so bad. And I felt so ashamed of having a desire of my own. And to bring that out and make that okay, and even beyond that, something that is going to make my life wonderful and that I'm going to thrive, is just beyond comprehension to me. I've had the courage to go back into a work setting as sort of the side gig kind of a thing, and I feel so much more stable. I've been able to pay off my mortgage. I've been able to pay off debts. And even if I take on some more small credit card debt, I have plans for how to pay that off. Like when I was in between trying to figure things out and decided to get a new job, I have a beautiful, wonderful job now. I never thought I would go into an office job again. And not only did I find a great job, but I have a very positive environment. I have a very wonderful boss who is just so supportive, that it just blows my mind every day. I love my job. And I don't feel like that's maybe what I want to do forever, but it really supports me. And it's put me in a position where this is mind-blowing to me, okay? This is so mind-blowing that I can actually help my family. And to be able to see the world through that kind of lens and find what's right with getting a divorce, what's right with having a job, what's right with moving on in other directions, that support me in living out who I am in a way that is just exhilarating, is beyond anything that I could have ever comprehended a few short years ago when I met you.
I could see for you and hold you in what you're living now. And I am ecstatic that you have been able to step into your fullness with courage and with your light.
I would say that that is the greatest gift that you ever gave me. That you could see a vision of who I could be long before I could ever grasp even an inkling of what that could look like, and hold me in that with such love, with such support. You know, it, I'm just eternally grateful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.